Yo, we truth seekers, real, raw. Yo, we truth seekers. Yo, I know this life is a fight, but I'm following Jesus the light. Real, raw. Yo, we truth seekers.
Work in childbirth. Work in childbirth. Except you can
Working
get rid of.
children.
There was an Instagram video I saw where the guy, um, his whole neighborhood had a funeral for him during his vasectomy. Like he was going to his vasectomy, and they're all standing out there in black, having a funeral for him.
That's wild.
I'm like, well,
What are we going over
I mean, the
Genesis?
vasectomy can be reversed.
Genesis 2.
We're doing 126. We can go into two.
All right. I'll just name it. I'll name the stream Genesis Continues.
Genesis continues.
I don't know, make it sound like
Stega.
you been having a good week though.
I don't remember what I don't know what's happened this week.
Guess it's the middle
It's
of
gone
the
by.
week. I guess I
It's
mean week as in between each Wednesday.
I still don't remember what's going on. I just look at the time. I don't even remember what day it is usually. It's like, oh, it's 7 p.m. on a day sometime in the week,
Right.
and
You get so they ain't caught up and busy all the time and focused, you lose track and stuff.
right, it's crazy because it's technically 24 hours in a day, but then you spend several hours sleeping or trying to sleep, and then the rest of the time is just you fill it up,
Yeah.
fill it up.
Like
It's filled
today
up
I
for
sat
you.
around watching YouTube all day basically.
And that'll make your time go by quick too. You'd be like, wait a minute,
Right?
how many videos did I watch? How many shorts?
I gotta go out. I'll probably go out and work more tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to get some exercise. I got a little bit today,
I can only
but
do so much like labor type work and yard work until I gotta take a break or like a rest for like a day
mm,
or two because my back. But
mm. Yeah, we're still trying to clear out this backyard so we can build a shed, and then the wife wants a chicken coop with some chickens.
I might
So,
as well just go get a farm somewhere.
mm, yeah, this is expensive.
Maybe we could,
Expensive.
yeah, we can get a farm under the company, the LLC company.
There you go.
I can help grow some things. I guess. I don't think I would mess with animals though. I'd be more of like somebody that grew um
Yeah.
like spices, flowers, probably different things like that, and different food and stuff, and crops and stuff.
Well, we had some friends that get got chickens. Um, we have some friends that have like I think like 10 or 11, and then we got some friends that got like six, but four of them turned out to be roosters.
Mm.
So that was not fun, especially in the morning.
Yeah, I had that
Ooh.
happen one time. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm good on eggs now. I'm like, I don't know about
Be like, listen,
it.
I paid for some chickens, and they had some gender identity crisis. No, sorry, buddy,
Yeah,
but
um, yeah. I've been working out on my uncle's though. He wants to sell that. Did I ever show you the house he was in Good? The one that's like the old slave plantation house.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah, I
white
remember that.
columns and stuff. Like the inside looks, he still has it where it's really antique looking and stuff.
You trying to sell it?
Yeah, he's fixing up. He wants to sell it and stuff.
Mm.
So I've been out there. Me and these two other dudes been out there doing a bunch of yard work stuff. Like I've been pulling vines out of bushes, sawing trees, weeding and stuff. Like his garden and
Oh,
stuff. So I was like, yeah, I get my back couple days off.
great. Well, you can make some good money off of that now, man.
Yeah, I mean he's paying me. I'm doing it for 20 an hour, just random stuff for him.
Something.
Tax free. I mean, under the table. It's not an actual
Right.
like, it's just helping my uncle. He's paid. He just throwing me some money for help.
There we go. What's Chelsea looking for a job? She gonna run for office,
To run for office. Chelsea.
Chelsea for president.
Yeah, that'd be scary. I'm moving out the U.S. Then. I'm not
She could
if I'm
win,
not
you know. But
going.
at this point in
Probably,
time,
probably.
you never know who coming up next.
I'm gonna be the one
I'm
in the
telling you, Taylor Swift
background
and
running
Beyonce are gonna
stuff.
be running next time. You wait. Taylor Swift versus Beyonce. Although they're both, I'm pretty sure, on the same side.
So, like, what jobs have you gone for or gone with lately?
Hobby Lobby,
Hobby Lobby.
a sugar.
Hobby Lobby,
A sugar.
Hold on.
A what?
sugar.
A sugar came through in the mall. Tried Bath and Body Works, but their website is complicated.
Bath and Body Works probably mess with your breathing,
I like
anyways.
Bath and Body Works,
What?
but it's
Bed Bath and Beyond. Didn't
Yeah.
they go out of business?
Yo, I don't even know. I used to walk past that store in the mall here. Every time I walk past it, I would sneeze or I would start having trouble like breathing because it messed with my allergies and stuff.
I don't think I could breathe in Bath and Body Works. There's so much stuff in
And
there.
there's so many different smells and
But right now, I'm trying to hear back from Hobby Lobby.
The security guard. I
yeah,
can see Chelsea security guard.
Chelsea the security guard.
Flex on them.
She
Everybody
can
give
be.
a
She
take a
gotta
vote on
do.
what
She
Chelsea
gotta
should
do
work for here.
the traditional American thing and work fast food as a first job.
Mm. Which fast food would be the best
Oh,
fast food place to
McDonald's
work at?
sign is saying now hiring immediate openings. They're promoting it, so
McDonald's needs to hire new equipment for it to work.
right. McDonald's needs to upgrade.
That's why people are leaving because
I
they
I went to Wendy's a few weeks ago and I was in the drive-through and the girl um on the whatever speaker was like, "Hi, this is Jordan. Can I take your order?" I give her my order. I go to the window and she gives me her food. She goes, "Give me a name." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Give me just any name." I was like, "Amanda." And the next person that she got on, she's like, "Hi, this is Amanda. Can I take your order?" I was like, I mean, that's a fun way to make the time go by. Just like be a different name every time someone comes up.
Just mess around with people.
I was like, dang it, I should have given you a guy's name. That would have been awesome.
All right.
Like, hi, my name is Jamello. Can I take your
Jamello.
order? Walk up to this short little white girl.
Jamello ball. What?
Be like,
What you want to
Jamello?
say?
we had a kid.
Were your
Like
parents?
the last part of our senior year,
Chelsea, she go by different names.
a half of a semester so he could make more money at work from McDonald's. He almost. He was about 2 weeks away from not graduating high school.
We have Chelsea go by different names.
Clark.
Smack ya.
Chelsea's crazy.
I'm trying to think. Don't go to Arby's. No one goes to Arby's, so you wouldn't really have much of a job.
Right.
Hardee's. Hardee's might be good because it's only old people that go to Hardee's.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is a safe bet. I'll probably never eat at Taco Bell after working at Taco Bell.
Right.
Once you see behind the scenes, you be like, "Ooh, I'm blissfully ignorant of what is in my Taco Bell. I don't know
And
what it
whoever is
is,
handling the whoever
right?
handles it.
I don't know if those refried beans are actually refried beans, or if
Right.
they just like found something in the back of the fridge and was like, "This will do."
This looks
I don't know.
alright. It looks similar.
I will be blissfully.
This will pass.
Whenever I go inside a fast food restaurant, I purposely do not look behind the counter because I don't, I know I'm going to see something I don't want to see. Don't do it.
Uh,
Don't do it. Or see someone working there that I don't want to see. Be like, whoa, that dude's hair is like breaking through the hairnet and it's all up in my food. No,
it's funny. We've seen the same
it's like
people
seeing,
at the McDonald's though. They've been working there forever.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what the
The
best fast
Burger
food place.
King
Probably,
here is
probably
pretty
Taco Bell.
ghetto. It's
Burger
weird.
King.
It's weird. You know this side of town where I'm at. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Grays Mill Center,
Mm-hmm.
the Burger King there, that just pretty ghetto now.
I feel like Burger King's
it's
like
always it's
the
just always
ghetto fast
been
food.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like the fast food version of Popeyes because Popeyes is ghetto too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken thinks that they're not, but Popeyes just straight owns it. Popeyes is like, listen,
Colonel looks
they don't
like he
even know.
might be a little suspect. Yeah. Colonel's a little suspect. Yeah.
Colonel suspect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, but every time I've gone to Popeyes before, I'm just like, listen, I don't know what that yeah, they straight ghetto. You work at Popeyes, you listen to this. I'm sorry. Go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. That's the thing. Main thing with food places though, it just depends on who. Really, a lot of it depends on who's making it, if they care or not,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. But I mean, it has to do with the food too. But like the actual menu items and how it's made and stuff. But if you get somebody, that actually cares about keeping food fresh and making it right, then it's not too bad. You know what I mean? But I still prefer something else over.
I
Like,
work at a pizza place. Pizza places are safer. I
yeah,
feel
I
like
worked.
than
I
some
worked at
fast food.
one before. I worked with Zach at one before. Actually, remember Zach?
Zach. Yes. What pizza
Actually,
place did you guys work
I
at?
ran into him not that long ago. I don't think. It's kind of weird.
That's what we need to get on the podcast.
I hadn't seen him in years, and then I ran into him randomly somewhere. I think it was at a grocery store.
We need Zach at the podcast.
I think he just working. I think that's what he said.
Cool. I guess we should get into Genesis. Back into
It's
Genesis.
just random conversation about food.
We're talking about food. God made all the food that we were talking about.
Now I
Just
got
not
hungry.
not like we talk. Just not like he
I
made a
want
different
a
version.
chicken sandwich from somewhere.
Yeah, Adam wasn't hitting up Popeyes and McDonald's. He had a little bit better food. After a while he had to, plant that food and grow
Actually
it.
had
But
clean food.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. All right, we can
It's another reason to
look
get
into it.
into having a farm. You get connections to fresh shit, whatever you want, really. Get connected with other
Mm-hmm.
farmers and like butchers and things like that. And
It should have been. Went it fast. All right. All right, Genesis 1:26. Oh yeah, we can get some discussion on this one. This is a controversial. It can be a controversial one, especially these days. But 1:26 says, Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God made man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them.
So, um, I think about that one sometimes. Like, what exactly does his likeness and his image exactly mean? Like, made in his likeness and
I almost think of it like a like a caricature, or like someone taking like a clay or something like that and molding like very much like a similar image of someone. Like we're not him, but
yeah,
we look like, and it may be physically like the physical aspect of it, because he did come on earth as a man.
right.
Um,
It's like,
but like,
yeah. I was gonna
yeah,
say that's
that,
what
that
look at. We're in like the image of what Jesus was made as, type of
right.
thing.
So this the only creation
Well,
that God has made in His image.
or Jesus
Like He didn't
actually,
say that about the
yeah,
angels or anything. Like the angels weren't even made in His image.
yeah. That's why I think about that sometimes. What exactly it means though. Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
mean I guess humans were here before Jesus was put here, but
But like, so I like so breaking it down, like the "let us make man in our image and our likeness" is a random but. And I think that that's a cool thing to point out, that it's like when he says God said, "Let us make man in our image and our likeness." It wasn't like in my image and my likeness. He was talking to himself, and a lot of people believe like this is the Trinity itself, like talking. Like this isn't just like one aspect of God. This is like every aspect of God.
I seen something where it was saying what Yahweh has a what like a council above him or something like that, or like elders above him or something. Forgot who what I was watching, but like to think that think it was kind of saying that as like to think of like we see God, we can't even comprehend like what God really is in a way, but God has counsel like above him, which would be like his elders or whatever you would just say, I guess.
Mm,
So there's
yeah,
actually like people above him. I don't.
like a
I'd have
board,
to.
like the board of
Yeah, I'd
Christ.
have to see if I can find it again. But he broke it down the way it was. Um,
I know a lot of people believe that he was talking to like like all the beings in heaven.
yeah,
Um, but I'm and I'm a firm believer that God like is literally talking to like, so if you break it down to 20 verse 27, it goes back to, so God created man in His own image, right? So it would have to be, if we're taking this like what it says, the text says like
yeah,
God is an hour, as in like there is more than just one aspect of God. There is
yeah,
that triune, the Trinity aspect.
Yeah.
but also he is a he, right? So he is singular as well. And I think that's where that trips people up. It's like, wait, he's an us, but he's also a he. And yes, yes to both of those, I think.
Right. I'm trying to picture in my mind like a clearer way to explain it, or like a picture you could paint it as to explain it
I
better.
don't know. Like I think we on some level like already kind of use it like a family unit. Like we are a family unit, but we also are made up of individuals. Like there's different aspects of things um in the world today that are one but made up of many. Just like, and I think that's why like when it comes to marriage and everything like that, like the two become one. Like you are two people, but
Yeah.
you are one unit.
Yeah.
And with God, like he is three separate like entities with three different aspects to them and everything like that, but they are one
Like,
unit.
yeah, I'm thinking of three as in like what I'm picturing is like Jesus is like the body form. God, it's like um body, spirit, and soul.
Mm.
So if you think about we're made in His image, it's almost like Jesus was the body. We know we have a body. God is like the soul, and then the Holy Spirit is the spirit, almost type of. But
Yeah.
God is
Because
like
we are
a soul is almost like an energy. It's not exactly a you gotta get. It's not like a physical body like humans are and stuff like that. It's a certain like. And if you think about what we really are, we're really just like a energy that's inside of a body, and we just
the
use it to
shell.
get around, just like He did with Jesus. So we're literally in the image of like. So the Trinity is kind
Right.
of like the body, spirit, and soul type of,
Hmm. I like that
and
actually because
that's why we are in it. Like I said, in the image, because we human form, like Jesus came, like the body. He came. Well, he came as like he made us, almost like he sent.
right. A lot of
But
people have that aspect of like he came like to be like us. Like no, like he came as himself. We were
yeah,
created.
yeah, in His image, and then He came down like that. Yeah, but yeah, and then God is the soul that we all have, or God is like the soul that ours is connected to and can be connected to and stuff. He's the soul part, and then you have the spirit,
Mm.
which lives with you on earth, right?
Wild to think about.
Yeah, I think about
Okay.
stuff by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. I'll sit outside on the back porch and just like space out, looking at the sky or something, and just go off in my own and we'll think about things and listen and stuff. I think a
It's
lot
just
though.
like I said, like people think like people say it's like it's boring to read the Bible. Like, if you really read the Bible, especially if you go into Genesis, man, there's a lot of like interesting stuff to like, really deep into. Um, okay, here's the next part. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, over the livestock, over the earth, over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So we were created to have rule over this earth and everything in it. Peter. Sorry, I had to throw Pete on the bus. Like, while we should like respect it and like do the whole Avatar, like, you are one, like we were we were meant to have dominion and rule.
Yeah.
Yes, to respect the earth that God has given to us and be good stewards of it, but to rule over it that the way that we're supposed to.
You know who was really good at that? Doing that type of thing exactly was I think Indians. like Native
Mm,
American Indians, because
yeah,
they literally would like bless the animal, thank the gods or whatever they believed in for it, and they would not waste anything of the animal out of respect for it sacrificing its life and stuff like that for them, type of thing and stuff.
right.
They're very well, some
Yeah, I
of them
think
are really spiritual type thing like that type of.
like we're so backwards with how we view of like, oh yeah, like save the planet type stuff, but 99.9% of the stuff that we do on a daily basis, even the people with like the save the planet intentions and the Earth Day, like fanboys and girls, like is totally against like respecting the Earth. Um, but I do like how like the a lot of the Native Americans, like it was the Earth was something to be honored, something to respect, something to be taken care of, but it was also for their life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
And
they were always outside in it. I guess like they used everything about it. That's what their life was. Even the stars they used as like a map. All that stuff. Like they just it kind of was, their life, just natural nature, God given stuff, God creation was their kind of life in a way. A lot of parts,
mhm.
except for except for the violence and the except for the certain
I mean,
ones
yeah, yeah.
like killing people and raiding villages and stuff, but just on the part of
But
like what they would use, they were out in nature all the time, so they just used everything that was natural earth. I think that's what
yeah,
maybe connect, or maybe that kept them. I say connected, but I don't think that's the right word. But you know what I mean? Like not really on a spiritual thing, but just connected to, um, I guess nature and what I don't know. I think you get what I'm saying
probably
though. Like,
healthier. Like, I think it's a healthier thing. It's a mentally, it's in all aspects like being connected, not a weird connected. People don't like not a weird connected. I'm not going and kissing the ground like every morning,
yeah, yeah,
but like connected to the earth and the nature that God has created for us is physically healthy for us. Like there's
yeah,
proof that like grounding is healthy for us, like getting out and just like bare feet touching the soil and getting into the dirt and everything like that's healthy for us. But also like mentally, I think it's very healthy for us. If you've ever anyone's ever just like gone
yeah,
camping or gone out for like a hike or just like sat in nature, like there's like a peaceful like thing that comes over you mentally, and it's very healthy for that. Um, Spiritually, I believe it's very helpful um, to be connected with the nature. Like I think in all aspects, like getting out of nature and getting away from like the technology and getting away from just being indoors and getting away from kind of like like even we were talking about like the fast food mentality, like getting away from the fast food mentality of life
yeah,
is healthy for us. And
yeah. Go ahead. I don't say I even have when I was talking about just kind of like zoning out and things like that, off into the sky would not like. I feel like when I'm in the house, I feel like my mind is confined within a box.
mhm.
Like, but if I go outside, I feel like I can just kind of just like go. I don't know. I also also getting away from like screens and social media and stuff like that. I think it helps a lot just to connect to what God created, which is just nature and stuff.
You
Which
put it
is
right,
nature,
like
just like outside and the wind, the sun, like
you put it right when you said a box, because like think about everything that confines us, like in all those senses, like a house, a box, a room, a box,
hmm
your TV screen, a box. your phone screen, a box.
Then,
like
then,
like your Instagram post is in a box. Your Facebook, like all of those things are like
yeah.
boxes. But if you go outside in the world, like just out in nature, what is it not? A box.
What has the saying always
like
been before all this was created? Outside of the box. Think outside of the
yeah.
box. Look outside of the box. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of
And it's cultural too, because like when several years ago we were we went to Turkey, we went to Istanbul, and um like after work was done, like after 5, like people were just outside. Like we saw people fishing, we saw people just having like coffee together. Um, like it wasn't. It felt like the whole city was outside. I know it probably wasn't, but it felt like it because you just saw people out and about.
yeah,
Um, Even in like we went to Barcelona too, in Spain, they have the siestas in the middle of the day where it's just like, yo, you're about work for a bit, forget about this stuff, just kind of relax and rest. But then everything is open later, but everyone is outside. Everyone is out and about. Like it's very open air.
yeah,
Like in the US where we are a lot of times, it's very kind of like, we don't have that mentality. It's like, hey, if you can continue working past 8 or 9 hours, and if you can take your work home with you and stay in that box some more,
yeah,
go for it.
yeah. I don't know if it's the Indian in me or what, but I like being outside more. I just feel more free. I like the smell of like fires and stuff. I like like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just more free feeling. It's almost
It does
like
feel better.
it's almost like everything. Well, your mind gets connected to so many different things. At least mine does. Mine's always thinking about something or what's next or what needs to happen or trying to stay organized or something like that.
Hmm.
And I feel like when I'm in the house, I'm like in front of a screen or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
even been nice just to get outside and work outside though, just to get out the freaking house and
Yeah. I feel that.
lose my
I do
mind.
have to identify that um it does say that we have dominion over every creeping thing that creeps along the earth. So for all my people who don't like snakes, like my wife,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't
we
like
got
them either.
dominion over them.
Yeah,
We got dominion over the spiders and everything like that. I'm not a big spider fan. Like,
me
there's
either.
dominion
I
over
don't
there.
like them either. Some of them are alright though.
Now just
Some of them are alright, but not. I don't like them like that.
yeah. All right, where were we? We only gone through one verse so far. Um, all right, so God created man in His own image. In the image of God, He created them, male and female. He created them. All right, what are your thoughts on that verse? I mean, it's very explicit to me. I
With
know
the man and woman,
the wool man.
the man with the womb, the woman.
So we'll say this because, like, I did some research on this part as well, and I've known this part a little bit, but like, a lot of people were like, "Oh, male and female, you created them" type thing. Like, remember that Genesis 1 is kind of like the story, kind of like the like, hey, here's what happened, and then like Genesis 2, you kind of dive deep into like, okay, now that we've told you kind of like the summary, it's like there's a whole difference thing because yes, male and female, he created them, but Eve does come from Adam's rib, so or is Adam. Eve comes from Adam.
I try
It
to
wasn't
picture
just
that
like,
sometimes too in my mind. I'm like, it breaks my head sometimes trying to understand. Oh God. Then I gotta remind myself not like some things you're never gonna understand because it's not meant to be. So,
yeah. I'm even wondering how Adam felt like that. Like you did what?
ain't
Like
it?
she's what?
It's my
I mean,
rib.
she looks good,
Ain't it?
but
Out of my rib.
you did what? You created that?
How many
What can
more
you
do I
create with
got?
well, the rest of me?
Ain't it? How many more do I
I
got?
know. I got a
Do I
lot. I
need
got a
these?
lot of E's here.
Do I need these?
God, can you make a couple more?
Oh no, one's enough. You
Right.
know, I mean, zero has been pretty nice over the years. It's been pretty peaceful. You know?
Yeah. Not too many ribs, huh?
Yeah,
That's funny.
got all my ribs.
Um.
Yeah.
Yeah, male and female. He created them. So like, um, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I know there's people out there that are gonna be like, "Yo," but it's male and female. Uno and dos.
Yeah,
Once and dos.
yeah.
That's it. Male and female. He created them. Now we've done some stuff as humankind, as mankind, that has created a whole bunch of different things. We've mutated. We've um, mixed up. We've messed up a lot when it comes to our own interpretations of trying to be God and trying to be
Yeah,
creator. But
yeah.
God's intention was male and female.
Some weird people out here. So humans are weird, yo.
All I think is about is the movie's Wrong
Weird
Turn, where
creatures.
you see that movie Wrong Turn where they get lost in West Virginia and there's some
Yeah,
mutated people.
yeah,
Be like, there you go.
yeah.
About to make the
Dude, I
whole
thought
world
I
a
was
bunch of
gonna
wrong
have a
turns.
wrong turn experience when I went to Indiana on my way back. For some reason, the GPS took me. I had to go through West Virginia. For some reason, it took me off the highway, and I ended up on this really small back road in West Virginia, going through just neighborhood, like going through the mountain where it's just houses and stuff like that. I was
It
like,
was
yo,
about to be
I'm
a horror
about to
movie.
damn, yeah, for real, that's what it looked like. And then all of a sudden, I ended up on the, it took me to the parkway. I was on the highway, and instead of just keeping me on the highway, I was only like an hour out of, like, maybe like 30 minutes out of Virginia, something like that.
Hmm.
And instead of keeping me on the highway, it took me off onto some back neighborhood road in West Virginia, Mountain Road. And then it took me out on the parkway through Virginia.
Hmm.
So it took me like an
It
extra
got
hour
confused
to
when you
get
said you want to
home.
commune with
Like, I'm
nature.
like, yeah. Like, shit,
You're like,
I
oh,
already
he likes
had enough
nature.
of nature, dang it.
Let's take him out here. He's gonna experience a lot of nature.
Yeah, nature almost caused a bad accident on the way home. Damn deers.
Jeez.
In West
Oh man, them
Virginia.
deer.
Yeah, it was on the out of all places, it was on the West Virginia highway roads where it's like 80 or something like that.
Oh
And there
yeah,
was
yeah.
just
It's 80.
and it's like the curves, like like the curves around the mountain, so
Mm-hmm.
you can't even see. It's like 75, I think, something like that, maybe. But
Yeah.
everybody going like 80 to 90, anyways. And just out of
Living on a
nowhere, it's
prayer.
just some random deer in the middle of the road just jetted out in front of like 3 cars ahead of me. And I don't know how the person didn't hit it. It like jerked the wheel so hard. I don't know how he didn't flip the car either. Somehow he missed it and kept on going. And then there was 2 cars in front of me. Came to a complete stop. I had to come to a complete stop on that highway at nighttime, where cars can't even see you coming around the curve. They going 90 and stuff. Nobody got hurt, luckily, but I was like, oh, that was just random. Just a
That
random
is
deer
really
went
it.
jetting across.
I've never hit a deer. Not planning on it. I randomly had a deer run into me though. That was at camp in the middle of the night. But I shouldn't have been walking around in the middle of the night trying to. It was my fault, and I have to admit I was doing pranks. I was doing pranks on people in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And so God was probably thinking like, I got a prank for you. Dang
Yeah.
deer ran out of the woods and knocked me over. Before I knew it was gone, I was like, what the?
Yeah. That shit
That just
was being
happened?
funny.
I was like, I'm glad no one saw that. I was like, God got jokes.
Ain't
Cause
it?
I was doing some good pranks at people at night in the middle of the night, and he's over there like, watch this,
Damn deer.
Rudolph, go get him.
That's
You miss
funny.
someone send Dancer and Prancer and Comet and Vixen too.
Ain't it? Keep on messing
Dang.
around.
I got hit by Bambi.
Ain't it? Bambi got hit by
Bambi hit
something
hard.
around here because I seen Bambi laying on the side of the road the other day around this month.
Dominion.
They're every deer are everywhere around here.
Mm. Deer, bears. Bears. I'm seeing more and more bears out these days.
Seen a giant hornet
I don't deal with
outside.
the hornets.
Yeah,
God, you could have kept them. I mean, I know some of them are good for some reason,
I don't know. That one looked like
but
it won't good.
you could have created. God could have created some, some like more aesthetically pleasing looking things. I'm just saying,
I mean,
like he was
all
just
I,
like,
all I know is
like I'm gonna Picasso this one.
I crept up to where I heard. All right, so like the beetle, the big flying beetles that make that loud noise because the wings and stuff. I
Hmm.
heard one of those just fall out the sky and hit the ground out of nowhere. I was like, "What the crap was that?"
The cicada or beetle?
Yeah, yeah.
The cicadas.
I was like, "What
Those
the
things are
heck was
annoying.
that?" 'Cause I was just sitting outside and I went out and walked down and like just slowly looked, and it was probably like if you can see my thumb, it was probably from like my knuckle. I mean my not right my freaking nail to my knuckle. I seen a black hornet with white stripes on his back, about the size of my thumb, on top of a cicada, killing it. And that John
Mm.
looked at me. The hornet looked at me, put its wings in the air, and started hovering in the sky. I backed up. I was like, "No, you got it." I was like, "You got
Nah,
that." Like, then it flew
I
off.
know
But yeah, that jump
bumblebees
was
and some
big.
bees. They're not trying to sting you, but hornets and yellow jackets,
Yeah,
they out for
that
blood.
jump
They out for
was
something.
big. Yo. I was like, yeah, I don't. If I wish I had some spray, I'll just. Cause I let Eve out there. I was like, as long as you stay out of here, don't mess with my dog.
I have some stories about some hornets. Like the time we took um fire starter, put in the super soaker, and put it next to a torch and burned a hornet's nest that was on the roof, and the whole roof caught on fire. Yeah, we were not the most safe people at camp. I'm just saying, we were out in nature too much.
Yeah,
We were like, forget about this. Let's just put this and do a flame, make our own flamethrower, and just put it next to this hornet's nest. I mean, the hornets died, but the building almost burned down too. So that was you know, win some, you lose some. What can I say? Um, so cool. So God created man in His own image, image of God, male and female. He created them. Um, and God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, subdue it, have dominion over everything we talked about: fish, birds, every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I've given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. To every beast of the earth, every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I've given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw everything He had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening and morning, sixth day. That's a lot.
day
Like,
6.
be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it. That's a very interesting phrase because I always thought, like, so what do you mean by be fruitful and multiply? Fill
Yeah,
the earth and subdue it.
yeah.
Like, I think there's a lot of ways you could take that other than just like children.
Yeah, I was thinking like like whatever opportunities and skills or whatnot he gives you, like use those to expand and be um what uh not successful but expand and grow, I guess.
Yeah, it's like this aspect of like God being like here, I've made this, now take care of it. Like, and there's tons of ways to do that. I think there's tons of ways to be fruitful and multiply. Not like, yes, kids, that's the thing, but like being fruitful as far as like taking care of the earth and taking care of his creation and um and using that dominion that we have over everything that he's created. Like basically we were like the caretakers. He was just like, boom, created it. I'm putting you guys in charge. Like, go for it.
Yeah. It's like he the example of like if you needed a chair built or whatever, God will give you the tools and he'll give you the tools and what you need to make it, but he's not gonna make it for you. So it's like he gives you the opportunity and opens the opportunity up or put the person there or whatever that you need and whatever you need, but you still have to make the choice to do it or not do it.
Right. And the choice of how to do it and doing it right. Like, I can just imagine, like, I don't know, I'm not sure how Adam felt about it when he was like, I don't think in my present mindset would have been like, yo, the whole earth? like,
Right.
like for instance, like when we had both of our kids, we had them home birth. Um, which a lot of people were like, oh, you guys did home birth? I was like, Actually, she did the birthing. I was just there to kind of like make
Right.
sure everything was good.
Yeah. Cheered.
But it was like the weirdest feeling because it was like baby born, like everything kind of cleaned up, and then the midwife was like, "Okay, bye," and we're like,
What
"That was
now?
it."
Yeah.
We were just like,
All right.
we were like, "Let's go get Chinese food," but like,
Yeah. Now
but it's
that
kind of like
that's
that
over.
aspect of just like God was just like, "All right, here we go, birth this out. All right, you guys good? Like I'm here, but
Huh? Y'all got it?
Adam, you got this.
Yeah.
Like the earth. What do we do with it? You
Grow it.
got dominion over everything.
Ain't it?
Okay, we must
Sp-
well like."
Guess that means we gotta take over everything.
I mean, we should, but you know what happens when it's in our hands now.
Well, we know what happens when you give humans free will,
Right.
freedom.
Well, that's the thing. Like, okay, so
Can't give humans real
now,
freedom. Yeah.
now our dominion, like, we have to like. I think people take that to the extreme of now, like, we control. I think there's an aspect of like one. This was before the fall, so Adam was sinless. Everything was perfect, so it was probably a little bit easier. I'm just saying, he had it good. But I think there's a difference between dominion over and us trying to play God. Like, and that comes with like we talked before, like the cloud seeding and about all sorts of stuff that we do to this planet, we do to whatever, even each other. That is more like playing God versus actually taking care of what God created.
Like the Neuralink, whatever the crap it was called.
Right, the Neuralink.
We do a
Or
they
what
do
was
a
that? I
lot
just
of
saw that
stuff to animals.
they're trying to, or they working on like creating the first womb that can exist outside of a woman's body,
I
so that they
think
can like
so.
that ain't dominion over there. That's trying to play
They
God.
creating demons over there.
Yeah,
They just creating
some of the
bodies
stuff.
for demons to exist in. empty bodies. They just creating zombies for demons to control. That's all it is.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Knew it. Knew it's gonna happen.
Zombie apocalypse and the alien invasion all at the same time. You know?
Right.
Maybe the aliens and the zombies will fight each other, and we could watch.
And if all the movies that we've been watching, all the movies that we're watching are coming true, it's either going to be L.A. or New York. So we
I thought
we
about
stay away
Mars
from those.
Attacks when you said that.
It's going to be L.A. or New York. Ain't nothing going to happen in backwoods Alabama except maybe Wrong Turn. But
Right? Aliens don't want to go there.
nah, aliens are going to survive in the South. Aliens will get shot up in the South. They got John Boy, Jim Bob,
Ain't it?
and Dorothy May with shotguns and moonshine. Aliens ain't gonna make it. Zombies won't make it. Spider-Man can't even make it in the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man has to walk in
Ain't it?
the country and down south.
Yeah.
Can't make it. Spider-Man, sorry Peter Parker, you need to be in the city, kiddo. You can like use your webs. In one scene.
That's like Planet of the Apes versus Aliens. That's gonna be the next Planet of the Apes movie. Apes versus
What
aliens.
is it, like 100 gorillas
Yeah.
versus the aliens? The gorillas are gonna win. I'm saying, I don't care what technology the aliens have. They're messing with the gorillas. But
What you talking
no, I do think that that's the thing. Like it's playing God versus having dominion over the earth, which means taking care of the earth. And I think that we cross that line in so many different ways. Not just the earth, but each other, like humankind. I think that the stuff that goes on with like gender conversions, all that stuff like that, the medical stuff like that, is not taking care of what God created. It is trying to play God. The stuff that, we have, and a lot of times there's some stuff in our medical fields that, in the name of trying to, cure a disease or something like that, like it's very easy to pass over that line of playing God. So
Yeah.
we just gotta be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. It is weird. It's a lot of weird stuff. I don't know why people are so interested in something like that.
Which part?
Just like uh I guess the people that like experiment on animals trying to like crossbreed certain things and do weird, just like the weird the weird, like the people basically just trying to be God and trying to create like their own species of things and trying to do scientists.
Yeah. Like science is good again, science is good for the fact that we're supposed to take care of the earth, the universe, whatever. But there are the scientists that
There's
there's that I think there's that natural curiosity too. Like
yeah. Like
part of the fall was that we had this like mindset of like the good and evil of like, ooh. So like my mind thinks that I'm doing good by crossing this line of being God and kind of like reimagining what he did, what he created. And we think we're doing good. Which every mad scientist in every movie and every whatever thinks that they're doing a good job. And like they created Godzilla or
Yeah.
something. Right?
sometimes, I mean, I don't know if it's because you gotta have one side and the other, but some reason it's like helping tends to hurt sometimes too, though, or in certain ways. Like it's almost like it's almost, I guess it's almost like bailing somebody out and saving somebody all the time, so they never learn how to like work their own way out of a problem or something. It's like Eventually, you gotta let them learn in some type of way if they're not learning after from you helping and stuff. So I mean, sometimes helping can hurt somebody's progress. I think
Very true.
certain help, but
It's like carrying someone who's been lame but has already been healed, and you still carrying them, and they can walk. Be like, I still got to carry them. Like, no, they're
like
healed. They can walk.
like yeah,
Like,
that made me think about the moms that'll be having the kids in the strollers, that feet dragging on the ground. They're so old and they're still strolling them around and stuff, or it's trying to carry them.
like,
They're
I still,
taller than their mom is, and the mom's still carrying them around and
right.
stuff. I'm like, yo, say his ass down, yo.
Be like,
Make
yo,
him walk,
put that
man.
kid on both feet and let him walk.
He ain't gonna
He's
have
like
no
9 years
leg
old. You
muscles.
cannot be pushing him in a stroller.
He's not even gonna be able to
It's
support
like
his own self when he's older. No leg muscles at all.
like that the movie Grown Ups, where the 4-year-old still breastfeeding, and she's like, yeah, but like, no, no, no.
Gravity one. Not gonna be able to
Get that
walk.
kid out that stroller.
Hey,
Get that kid on his 2 feet. He can walk. That kid should be playing little league, and you got him in a stroller.
I seen one kid on one of those leash things not that long ago again. Some lady had in the store. It's
Those
just-
leash things though be saving people's. You have
and
to
it
look
wasn't
retractable leashes
and
too.
it wasn't the stereotypical person either that had their child on the leash. It was actually the other way around, which was even funnier to me.
I need one that retracts. I'm just saying, like, like, you go and you press a button,
The
when it
one
gets too
that
far, and
pulls it back, yeah.
just pulls them.
It's just
Like,
strong enough just to
nope.
drag them.
Right,
It'd be like a tow truck type of junk with the chain. You just start
right.
wheeling them back.
I need that, and I need those hamster balls that I can, like a giant hamster ball. I can put them in. And
Oh,
be
it's
like,
like
listen,
Bubble Boy. Remember,
yeah,
you ever seen that movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, you can go wherever you want now because you can just bounce off stuff. Nothing gets hurt. You don't get hurt. We good.
Somebody pop it.
Just deflates. And it's just a plastic thing. Oh man, we got off topic on Genesis there, but yeah.
Definitely, we ain't getting nowhere on Genesis today.
We got through 3 verses. Did we? Yeah.
I
4
mean,
or
we did
5.
talk about those. Then
We got through 5. We got through 5 verses.
get sidetracked.
It all comes back to Genesis somehow. Oh man.
It all started there. It always goes back. Well, it always ends where it started, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta
Which
get
eventually it will,
we
because we'll have new bodies. We'll have
should talk
like
about
man.
Revelation. We should go over that.
Yeah, yo. Genesis to Revelation. I mean, everything in between is just the journey, but
Yeah, I thought about it one day. Like I was sitting around thinking, like, what would it be more important to cover nowadays? Like for people, would it be what happened in the beginning or what's going to happen at the end? Like I was like, what would be more important to focus on at this point in time in the world? Like to kind of go over. Then I was like, I mean, both of them are important.
They
But,
both speak to each other. Like,
yeah. That's why I thought about maybe going over Revelation some too. I have read a little bit of it. I didn't read all the way through yet, but I have gotten like I know about like the horses and the different churches.
oh
It's kind of interesting a little bit, but it's a
It's a
lot
lot.
with Revelations though. A lot of people tend to try to put a bunch of pieces together, but doesn't God literally say nobody will know? So it's like there's I guess
Yeah.
there's little signs in there or something, or he gives kind of signs, but at the same time it's like nobody's ever gonna figure out the exact anything. So it's like it's no.
Yeah.
I think
And I
maybe
don't know,
because
like,
like I was gonna say I think maybe it means more of like we live within some time frame where God exists outside of time. So
Yeah, we
a
can't figure out
day
that
to him
time.
could be 1,000 years to us or something. Like we don't know what he means by like
Right. You talk to
how
Christians
yeah.
throughout the past, century, and everyone's thought we've been living in the last days, and
Yeah,
Jesus gonna
ever
come
since
back.
we've existed,
Like,
it seems like
right? Like, oh, we living in the last days.
the first day that we're
Okay.
here, Adam in there. We
Like
oh, this the
that
last
was 200
day.
years ago. You were saying that. Oh, it's the last days.
Like,
Oh,
dang,
Jesus,
it's
Jesus
over
coming
now.
back. Like,
It's over.
you got people leading people up to mountains and being like, Jesus coming back. Let's sell all your stuff so you can
Ain't
like
it?
listen, listen. And you still up on that mountain somewhere. Like, there's been so many like colds and so many things, but like, oh, living in that, like,
Ain't it?
like, like, no. Why
COVID
don't you
was
just live the way
there.
you're supposed to live, not try to figure it out, and then be surprised? Wouldn't it be cool to just be surprised? Be like, yo, he came. I wasn't expecting it. Like,
I think I've lived through like 3 different. This is the last day since I've been alive so far.
right? What 2012
It was
happened. 99 Y2K.
yeah, yeah. I
I had
don't.
so many
A
like,
lot of people living now don't even remember that. None of the younger kids probably don't even know what that means and stuff.
nah, man. I
That
remember when I was
whole
in Y2K. I
that
was in
was
Atlanta,
crazy.
Georgia. Was I in Atlanta? Yeah, I was in Atlanta, Georgia for some youth event, like big conference. Nothing happened. Everyone's like, the computers are gonna go down. This is going down.
Nothing
This is going
happened.
down. One thing is like, back in 1999, we could handle it if the computers went down.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if Y2K happened in 2025?
I
People would die.
I
My cell
actually
phone?
not that long ago I thought about this too, sitting outside just randomly. But um, if you think about it, like ever since the year 2000 hit, it seems like this country is going to crap. Like it just slowly started getting. I started thinking about it though. I was like, in a way, it almost is like the world for what it was did end, and it switched to it changed to a whole different world and atmosphere. Not physically, literally everything and everybody died, but the world, the way society acts, the way it was promoted. It's almost like everything flip flop. You know what I mean? What's good is now bad. What bad is now good. Like it almost seems like that's the time that it started at.
Hmm. I mean, there's other decades. I know, like the boomers and stuff like that. Will say like the '60s was the generation, the decade that did a lot of stuff in too. I think it all came back to like, all comes to advancement. Like, whenever there's major advancements that we have as human beings, there's a lot of like
The 20th
down
century.
decay.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
mean it's the internet and all that started taking off and things like that. I think like all that stuff started happening in 2000, right? Around.
a lot of it.
That's what I mean. It's almost like it did change. It didn't really end, but it almost like it did change though.
I think every major thing, like, because once 2020 hit, right? Is that when the pandemic was 2020? I forget now. It's so long, 5 years. But yeah, once the pandemic hit, that like made a huge like
Yeah.
drastic change. It felt like too.
Yeah, everything's different now than what it used to be even then too now. Yeah. People are way more to their self.
Yeah,
I mean, just yeah, I mean internet has done that, but COVID didn't help. Everybody got scared of each other. I didn't even have to change my routine because already wasn't doing anything. So
interesting. Look at the decades and how it's done. Because I mean, you go from like the even back to like the '40s with the wars,
yeah, I was about to
like
say
World War, like
that had to have
in
been
the
crazy.
Depression era, like so many different things that like pivotal moments in history that was kind of like that changed society, not just like one nation, but like changed the world.
Dude, I feel like COVID and things. Not to, I mean, maybe people get mad about me saying this, but I feel like certain things that happen we've been through today is nothing compared to like what people were going through or like aftermath of the wars and all that stuff. Like I feel like it was
Yeah.
way worse back then.
Yeah.
That had to been wild.
May have to be a topic that we discuss.
It's kind of funny. I watched a guy, watched a dude on YouTube react. He watches like different movies, and I watched like three different like war movies today, like old ones.
It's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, cool. Next week we'll jump on
Talk
topic
about
or
something.
next week a topic
What's going on in the world? Um,
about the world topic. Um, we're starting to work slowly and building an LLC.
yeah. I guess instead of the world, what's going on in the U.S.? So much happening
Hmm.
in this mess, please.